Good morning, y'all. Welcome to the Mr. Maple Show.
Hey, y'all. I'm Tim. That's my brother, Matt. We're MrMaple.com. We're going live today because we've got a big thing happening on Mr. Maple right now. We've got one of the basically really XL 1 gallons coming available on Mr. Maple. We're listing a bunch of really cool trees. Some trees hadn't been listed on for a while, so some trees are just getting launched on the website that had been off the website. Guys, these are our 1 gallons that are extra large.
Good morning to everybody out there. Guys, we're giving away a Siun Kaku. Check out this beast right here. Tim's got it. We've got it hidden because if we turn it sideways, it hides everything in here. So, the tree is actually massive. We kind of got to hide around this guy. It is a beautiful specimen. We're going to be giving that away. Of course, we're launching the Big XL sale. So the way you can win this tree, we'll go ahead and let you know right up front. Go to our website, share our link for the sale. So we have that sales link. Come back here in the chat. Let us know where you shared it. So hashtag Big XL sale, Twitter. Hashtag Big XL sale, Facebook. Hashtag Big XL sale is the ticket there to win. Guys, a lot of people win these. We give away a tree every single time we're live, so your chances are really good if you play all the time. Shout out to Bjorn, who's a 2-time champion. See him in the chat, so you're going to have to beat him. Shout Phil, Doug McDougal, Ron. You guys are in there a lot. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody that always comes back to these. They're a lot of fun. Alan LaFoe, Ashley. You guys are awesome. Acer Chaser. There's so many fun people in the chat today. They're frequenters of this channel, guys, and if you do this often, I mean, your chances of winning some of our giveaways are pretty good. So don't forget, hashtag Big XL sale. Can't talk this morning. Big XL sale. Hashtag Big XL sale. Then let us know where you shared our link to the sale.
Now, guys, the way to get this link, go to MrMaple.com. As soon as you scroll down right below where it says live stream, there's another link that says Big XL sale. You can click shop the sale, copy that link, and that's what you can shop at, and that's the sale that we're promoting with this giveaway of this really large Siun Kaku. Now, Siun Kaku is a lot like a Makawi Yatabusa, but it's more vigorous. As this tree gets bigger, it will get 7 to 10 feet in height in 10 years. Makawi Yatabusa, we're talking 3 to 4 feet. So it's twice the growth rate, but as this tree matures, it really looks more and more like a Makawi Yatabusa because of its tightly layering shingling habit. It's one of the faster growing versions in that Makawi Yatabusa family, and that's the tree we chose today because we've got a pretty large one here on the table to represent a little bit of what our XL sale is about. What we're doing with this XL sale is these are a lot of the trees that really should be going to 3 gallons. They're really large 1 gallons that you can take advantage of right now and pick up some XL 1 gallons that should go to 3s right now while they're still in 1 gallon. So you can get some really large 1 gallons here at Mr. Maple.
And if you guys want that link in an easy way, I went ahead and shared it on my Facebook as well as Mr. Maple Friends Facebook page. Again, to win, it's just hashtag Big XL sale. Share that link somewhere. If you follow me, it's just Matt, Mr. Maple. Guys, I went ahead and threw it up on Facebook there for you so you can share that link. It's also in our Facebook Friends group. If you want to see a picture of the Siun Kaku here with Tim holding it in its full glory outside, you can check that out too. I threw that one up on our Mr. Maple Friends page, our YouTube, our Facebook group, Mr. Maple Friends. Hop in there. You can see a great example of this beast. Guys, we also have an upcoming open house. Before we get into all the sales stuff, I'll go ahead and remind everybody, we went live recently for our summer open house. We're planning on having a really great event here. I think it's something you guys will want to check out. If you've ever been to an open house, they're kind of some of our main events we do here. We're going to be having a summer one. It's going to be July 26th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. that day, and July 27th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. that day. I also made a Facebook group just to gauge responses. They never really are a Facebook event page to gauge responses. So if you want to say you're coming, and if we'll see some people in there that might want to do top 5s, I'll put it in that event response page. So it's Mr. Maple Summer Open House. If you want to go find that on Facebook, let us know if you're coming or not. I'll look in there for a few people to do top 5s with.
So I've had some people ask me, they said, how many XLs can fit in a 1 gallon box? Well, that's the thing about an XL. It ships in a medium box. It is an extra large. This actually still ships in a small box, but our XLs that are listed on our website, specifically as an XL, ship in a medium box. So for big XLs can actually fit in a medium box. Guys, up to 8 XLs can fit in our long box. So it does take down a little bit about the amount of trees that can get in one box at a time. But what it does do is it gives you a much larger 1 gallon to start with. Guys, these things are huge. They're ginormous. Some of those Red Dragon 1 gallons right now, they're some of the biggest 1 gallons I've ever seen here at Mr. Maple. Guys, there's a bunch of really interesting and cool plants that are getting listed in those XL sizes right now, today, on Mr. Maple.
Yeah, be watching our upcoming 10 at 10s. There's some crazy stuff coming off. Everybody's always asking me about that. I think we've got some phenomenal plants in the works right now. And if you are going to be at our open house, I think you're going to find you're going to be pleasantly surprised with some crazy stuff we'll have here available in person. So we're trying to get everybody out of here by 12 on those days. That's so it's not too hot in our greenhouses when it gets to that 2 o'clock time frame. So we're not going to have a food truck, but hey, get here a little before 8. Hang out, guys. We'll be opening the gates at 8. We'll be closing at 12 noon. That way we can get everybody out of here before it gets too hot. We'll be offering water. But if y'all want to hang out and make a fun 2-day trip of it, we'll find some fun stuff to do, and we'll make sure to have some of the craziest maples in our greenhouses up here possible. Keith, I would love to do a top 5 with you. I don't know how we haven't yet. I'm almost embarrassed to say that we haven't yet, Keith. We will get you out of the greenhouses in some breezy area, and I would love to do a top 5 with you, buddy. There's going to be some special releases. There'll be some cool stuff. We'll make an announcement closer to the day. So there'll definitely be some limited things you haven't seen before, maybe some new things, maybe some things everybody's waiting on coming back. So I'll announce closer to the date kind of a lineup of what we may have here for the open house. But I like to get a little bit closer to that date before we do.
Just so everybody knows, I had a few people message me saying, hey, it's kind of hard to find things in the big XL cell. I just reorganized it by alphabetical order. It was by best-selling order. So now you can actually go through, because since there are so many items in this big XL cell, you can actually find them in alphabetical order of all these cool trees. And there's a lot of them, guys.
Sizes are great. So this isn't a big XL, by the way. We probably should have brought a big XL tree to give away, but we didn't. This is a regular size Sienkaku. This fits in a 1 gallon box. This actually isn't considered a big XL. The big XLs are pretty beefy plants.
They really are. And this one is a pretty beefy plant for a regular 1 gallon, though. I mean, literally, I keep having to duck underneath it or raise above it to be in the camera because the branches are so wide. And guys, Sienkaku, awesome container plant, easy to grow. To win this tree, all you got to do, go to the Big XL on our website, the cell, copy that link, share it on social media, and let us know where you shared that. We'll be sharing that link in the live chat here in a little bit as well. And put hashtag Big XL cell and where you shared it. And that lets us know that you're entered to win this 1 gallon Acer palmatum Sienkaku. And since you're, in the live chat, we want to make sure that y'all are having a great time. We're going to tell y'all some cool things about the open house. We're going to tell y'all all about this XL cell. We'll go through some of these plants here in a little bit too as well.
How about I just go ahead and say something in the live that's going to make a couple people go crazy? A lot of people have been looking for the Redbud Hearts of Fire. It's coming soon.
Hearts of Fire coming soon.
Check your 10 at 10. That's the one that's new. Had never listed before on Mr. Maple.
Woo.
Good looking 1 gallons. I'll just go ahead and give the cat away. We'll give it away right now. Let y'all know that one's dropping pretty soon. That one's going to be a popular one, so be on the outlook for that very soon. Now, if you like Redbuds.
Now, guys, to win this Sienkaku, you've got to be in the continental United States because that's who we're shipping to right now. Everyone else, we appreciate you watching and jumping in and being part of this. But unfortunately, we can't ship you this Sienkaku unless you're in the continental United States. And Nigel will be picking a winner later today on this live chat. And you have a great chance of winning because, there's only 100, 200 people in these live chats. And if you actually go through, share this, let us know where you shared it, you're going to have a really good chance of winning. And there's a reason why Bjorn has won twice. It's because he does this every single time. And when you do that, you've got a good chance of winning a free tree here at Mr. Maple.
Yeah, there's a ton of great stuff that's in this Big XL cell. Definitely go check it out. I think you'll be surprised by the quality of these. I mean, they're, like Tim said, they're every bit ready for 3-gallon size.
So, y'all, we've got an open house coming up July 26th and July 27th from 8 a.m. to noon. That's going to be a Friday and a Saturday for people who couldn't get off on Friday. We're going to have our greenhouses full of Japanese maples. And that's really interesting because, we just went through spring. That means we made a lot of space in those greenhouses and brought up a lot of trees from down below that we had filling out their pots of all these cool new trees.
Your wife's trying to win the tree. Her and Corbin were watching from Robbinsville. Tim's wife's trying to win this Kaku back for her. Good-looking tree. I get it. So many fun things, guys. Make sure to throw that in there. Hashtag Big XL Sale in the chat. Let us know where you shared it.
Now, guys, on this Big XL, we're going to go through a few of these plants that are on here. Guys, there's some XL Aka Amote, Acer japonicum Aka Amote.
Killer plant.
There's some XL Aka Shikaratsu Sawa. Some XL Beni Hoshi. That's Ruby Stars.
Now, how big on average would you say something like an XL Beni Hoshi is, Tim?
I would say that's probably 12, 14 inches. No, it doesn't fit in our 1-gallon box, so that thing's probably close to 20, 30 inches.
Yeah, they're big. That kind of 14 inches, kind of our normal 1-gallon size. These are almost double that.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't fit in our 1-gallon box, that's how they got listed as an XL. So, yeah, these things are huge. We actually had a lot of employees who's been working on this for weeks, and they've been going through tagging things with the XL tag and saying, this won't fit in our 1-gallon box. This won't fit in our 1-gallon box. And those XLs will eventually be the things that we pot up to 3 gallons, but now's the time to take advantage of getting a tree for not much more right. And being able...
We've discounted the price of the large tree to save us time on potting. So whatever you don't buy is going to go into the 3-gallon mix this fall. They're already ready for 3. Some of them are massive, so they're going to fill out 3 gallons pretty quickly. But we want to go ahead and get them, give you an opportunity to pick some of these up. No 3-gallon red pandas, Caden, but maybe some red pandas returning soon. Send us some of that rain. We need some of your rain. I saw you bragging about the rain. We could use that 1.5 inches of rain ourselves.
Guys, there's some ginormous 1-gallon Hime Sojo right now. We're talking they barely fit in our medium box. We've got some really large gold diggers right now as well in 1 gallons to take advantage of. And we have some giant Hino Tori Nishikis, which is one of the most amazing spring color Japanese maples. To take advantage of those.
Phil said if Bjorn Wednesday, he's quitting. He's going to be like Ric Flair. He's going to be like, 13-time champion. Shout out to Brian in the mix in there. See you there, Brian.
Some of these trees are already selling out right now on Mr. Maple. I just looked, and
updates, some of them go away.
Yeah, some of these are already saying out of stock on some of these trees that were just getting listed today. So, I mean, there's some XL Watumka Red, some XL Winter Orange. Guys,
hey, I will trade a red panda for a good week of rain. If you can make that happen.
We've got XL Acer Shirasanum Sunnies right now, y'all. That is a killer tree. Gives you some good yellow color, some orange in the springtime. That thing is awesome, and we've got some XL 1 gallons on Acer Shirasanum Sunny.
Sunny is underrated, guys. It's a fun one. It's a seedling from Jordan. Shares a lot of similar qualities with Jordan. It's vigorous. It's fast-growing, different leaf. And then overall, I love that spring color can get you some crazy oranges. You can get some really fun, bold oranges in that one, especially with a little bit more sunlight in the early spring. Late day shade on Sunny, but man, that one is choice, and it's underrated. I think, if you're a Shirasanum lover, it's got the vigor. That's what I love about a good Shirasanum that takes off. It's a good grower.
Now, Red Spider, we've got some XL 1 gallons right now as well. Guys, there are so many cool trees right now in this XL size, and we're launching it today as our Flash Sale Friday. We're launching all these awesome XL 1 gallons. And it's taken a long time to go through the nursery.
Size them all,
and get them ready to be able to get listed on Mr. Maple because trees are always growing, and many of these trees have probably grew a little bit since we even went and listed these. So take advantage of these while you can.
Alan LaFoe asked if since we acquired Buckholz, we're developing a blue Japanese maple. Oh, yeah, we're right on that, man, yeah. Haven't you seen the seeds on Amazon? What a ripoff. How do they keep that on Amazon and eBay? It makes me so mad. It makes me so mad that they allow that to continue. No blue ones yet. That video still gets comments on it all the time, the blue Japanese maple video. I had somebody being like, so you're telling me the 500 seeds I just bought, aren't coming up. We find new people with that one all the time that see that video, and they've been duped by the photoshoppers.
Guys, we've got tons of cool plants, tons of them. And
literally,
I'm looking around through here, and I'm noticing not even all of our XLs are currently listed. So I'm messaging Nigel about that because I know we've got XL Purple Ghost and Geisha Gone Wild.
Nice.
And there was a ton of those. So we've got a number of plants that are probably also be getting listed in the next hour on this sale
we'll
as
be
well.
adding to our current sale. Shout out to Brian. He's going to be here at Open House. Always fun to have Brian rule around. We're going to be having a great day that day. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Again, no food truck this time because we're cutting off at 12. Want to get everybody out here before it gets too hot on that day. But it's going to be an absolutely, I think, fun time with we'll make sure it's worth your while if you show up. I'll have some Makawa surprises around. I'll have some fun things up here. We'll make sure that it's worth your visit. And shout out to Lee Todd. I know he's already driving in. I got him a gold coin waiting here on him.
Guys, the Big XL sale, this is something that we have never done before. Last year, all these XL 1 gallons we had, they went to Buckholz Nursery.
Right.
They got potted up into 2s and 3s out there for Buckholz Nursery. And the idea for this is making these available to y'all first. So these trees, might get potted up here at Mr. Maple, might go to Buckholz Nursery, or you can take advantage of these extra large 1 gallons right now and get some really good sizes on some Japanese maples.
Keep sharing there in that chat, guys. Remember, it's hashtag Big XL Sale. Then just let us know where you put it in. Not that many entries right now. So if you're trying to win this Kaku, your chances are good. We're not only giving away the Kaku, we're going to ship it to you directly for free from us. You have to be in the United States to win that. We're not shipping it abroad. So you have to be in the United States to win this Kaku. Preferably a customer so we can verify you, but you don't have to be. If you're a first-time watcher, we'll still let you win this thing. We will verify that you are who you say you are, get an actual shipping address, not a P.O. box, and get this tree out to you if you win it.
So some of these trees, I'm just finding out, they're on the website currently as XL 1 gallons, but they're just not quite tagged yet. So we're going through and adding those tags right now so that they will appear in the collection. So you may see a jump in the cultivars that are currently on there. So even more than we had listed will be on Mr. Maple in that Big XL sale in the next few minutes. I just saw Purple Ghost go live.
Dark Ghost low stock, so that one's selling out soon.
Yep. So at our open houses we've got coming up, there's always a lot of fun things. One of the things we love doing at our open houses are top 5 videos. If you're coming to our open house and would like to shoot a top 5 video, please let us know so we can plan in advance and say, hey, when you're going to be here, when's a good time to shoot. But at the same time, if we're just walking around and you see me or Matt or Corbin or Brian or someone, you can say, hey, I'd like to shoot a top 5. And we'd love to have you featured on our YouTube channel on one of our top 5 Japanese maples. And what we do, if you hadn't seen one before, is we ask you your top 5. We start at number 5, work to number 1, and we say, what's your number 5, and what do you like about it? And it gives a fun way for us to interview somebody. And the show's really about people, but at the same time, it's about the plants. And so it's really cool because we learn a lot of the people that are in our live chats. We get to meet them. We get to know them. And then at the same time, we get to see what their interests are when it comes to Japanese maples. So it turns into some really interesting videos on our top 5 Japanese maples.
Yeah, and it should be a good time. Like I said, we're going to get done by 12 noon. That's kind of the cutoff there. We're going to have a heavy cutoff. We'll probably close the gate after that. And that's just to get everybody out of here before you get too hot. Our evenings are pretty toasty here in Western North Carolina at this time of the year, but our mornings aren't bad, so be prepared. A lot of times we get 60s at night during this time of the year, so it's not uncommon for it to be 11, 12 o'clock before it really gets, to the hotter part of the day, and then, 3 o'clock to on is really our peak heat here during this time of the year, so you can kind of avoid a lot of that by getting out of here at 12. You might be surprised if you're here at 8 o'clock. It might be kind of cool.
And it's always a fun time to talk with people, talk plants. We always do our best to try to find plants that you may be looking for. If we've got them here, we try to go around and find them for you. We've got a lot of great staff here that knows where everything is. And it's one of our fun times where we get to showcase how good our staff is here at Mr. Maple, because we've got really pleasant, really excited staff that work here that love Japanese maples and love being able to get trees to you.
You're going to get to meet a lot of those guys, because last time it was raining so much we didn't film a lot of top fives at the Memorial Day open house. So we've been doing some employee top fives recently, which I think a lot of people really enjoy too, seeing what people work here pick. So there'll be a lot of employee top fives coming your way, where we've talked to some people around Mr. Maple. They're seeing them every single day, so it's kind of fun to see what sparks their fancy there.
Now, y'all, we also have a lot of fun things going on all throughout the year. If you hadn't checked us out, we've got podcasts up. Find us on your favorite podcast platform. They air every Sunday. We've got a pretty neat one coming up this week. And guys, when it comes to Japanese maples, we love talking about them. And we try to put out as much information as we can about Japanese maples. We actually have an ebook on Mr. Maple. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but you can go to Mr. Maple, go to the menu, click on ebook. And we've got a lot of Japanese maple common questions that people have about pruning, fertilizing, and it's a way that you can find a lot of our YouTube videos and learn how to grow Japanese maples. So if you're just getting into Japanese maples, a great resource for you is that ebook on Mr. Maple, where basically we have links to a lot of our YouTube videos with each of those sort of described what those videos are about, so you can go and learn about Japanese maples. Every day we're putting out new videos here on the Mr. Maple Show. We've been doing that for quite a while, and that means there's a lot of good content on there that you can learn about Japanese maples on the Mr. Maple Show. We have it daily, but also you can find a lot of those older videos really easily through our ebook on MrMaple.com.
Yeah, keep sharing that link. Somebody asked when the sale's up. It's up now. Feel free to check that out. Brian asked if he can do a top 25 since he can't get it down to just 5. Well, Brian, yeah, we call that a podcast, buddy. Get on in here. We'll film it. We'll film it later today. We'll get out of the heat. We'll film a podcast with you today.
Yeah, when it comes to Japanese maples, there's something just beautiful about them. We love it. We love sharing our passion. And guys, today we're going to try to share the Kaku with someone. We're going to be sharing it with someone. All you need to do is share our Big XL sell link on social media. Come back in this live chat. Let us know where you shared it and put hashtag Big XL sell. So if you shared it on Facebook, hashtag Big XL sell. If you shared it on MySpace, nobody's there. If you shared it on Twitter, let us know.
Tom will see it. Tom will come buy some trees. Tom from MySpace.
I don't even think Tom's on MySpace anymore.
You don't think he is? That guy was really my friend. He'd still be hanging out.
But y'all, we're giving away the Kaku. It's a really cool tree. Great container tree. Great tree out in the landscape. We've got a gorgeous specimen of this at my parents' home at Maplewood Gardens. It's an awesome, easy tree to grow, tightly layering, and it's vigorous. So it makes a beautiful tree out there in the garden. Take advantage of us giving away this tree today, and take advantage of those savings we've got going on that Big XL sale.
Keith asked if we're going to have a meetup the night before. I'd love to. I don't have anything planned yet. Follow our Mr. Maple Friends group for that. I'll post something there when we have something planned. We'll kind of get a count for who all's coming and figure something out. I'd love to get together with you guys.
Now, our open houses are always a blast. It's one of those things where when people come here and get to go through the greenhouses, you want to get here early. We have it 8 a.m. as the start point because in the summer, it starts to get hot. And that's why we have a hard cutoff at noon. It's because we need to get a lot of our employees out of those greenhouses. It also takes a little bit of time to go through our greenhouses because there are so many awesome trees in every greenhouse.
We started weeks ago.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot up here. We actually cleared, graveled, and thousands of new trees have been brought to our sales area. So if you've been here to an open house before, normally we have the upper part of the nursery open, the lower part's been closed. There's some treasures. There's a lot of new things getting carried up. I think a lot of guys, Mike V, Grayson can tell you, there's some treasures in that stuff that Tim and I miss. There's things we don't mean. Maple Maniac he'll come sniff them out. He's normally the bloodhound. But there are things that we don't actually mean to have here for sale sometimes that are pretty cool. There'll be some treasures for sure that we actually mean to have. There'll be some we don't mean to have, but there'll be a lot of cool things up here.
Yeah, there's always a lot that people find, and I'm like,
oh, man, we'll let you get it.
Yeah. There was once I had to hold it back because there were three plants that were a witch's broom that was on my aunt's tree, and the witch's broom had died. And we named it Little Lamb, and I had to save those three.
Right, because that was it.
That was it. But normally we were like, yeah, you can have it, because we want people to be happy and excited about what they find here at Mr. Maple. And sometimes that means finding something that we really weren't supposed to sell yet.
Michael James is kind of the master at that. He found a magic moon 2 years ago. This year he found bloody talons just in the greenhouse. Like, we didn't intentionally leave it up there. It was an employee accident, but it wasn't his favor. So if you find cool things here, we tend to let you get them. And there'll be a lot of that, honestly, because there are some absolute treasures being brought up right now to 21. 18 and 19 have been getting filled up with new items from down low. There's probably been 3 to 4 greenhouses of material already brought up here, and we're not even close to done on what we're bringing up here. So a lot of new things, some things that haven't even been on Mr. Maple in quite a while. So there'll be, if you've come frequently to our open houses, you're going to see some different plants at this one. There's going to be a lot of stuff that you might not have seen. A lot of you are probably surprised anyway because there's a lot of turnover. So those greenhouses, they don't stay stagnant. They switch the items out quite frequently. Well, a lot of these greenhouses aren't going to look anything like they did at Memorial Day if you were here. They're going to look completely different.
Yeah, and that's one of the things about this place is we have a lot of turnover, which means there's always a lot of cool trees getting listed every time on Mr. Maple.
Well, Nigel, I'm going to go ahead and call it at 9:30. So we've got 3 minutes, 30 minutes into this. 9:30, let's go ahead and cut it off, guys. So we're giving you 3 more minutes. I want you guys to go ahead and get in your last chances. If you haven't already, hashtag Big XL Sale. Let us know where you shared it. Big XL Sale. Shared it on Instagram, wherever you like to share stuff. Let us know. I appreciate those who share it with their gardening friends, because that's the greatest way to let people know about Mr. Maple is sharing it with actual gardeners. So I really appreciate when you guys say, hey, I shared it in an email with my gardening club, or I shared it in a gardening post for my Davidson garden group or something, stuff like that. I love that, guys. So I really appreciate when you get it to actual gardeners. But we'll take anywhere you want to share it, because we appreciate you, and we want you to win this Soon Kaku. So 2 more minutes to get your last chances in here. Hashtag Big XL Sell. Win this big Soon Kaku here today. Take it off our hands, guys. It is a beast of a tree. If I turn this thing sideways, Tim and I both can kind of hide behind it. And this, just to give you an idea, I would consider this XL, but this isn't even on the sale. Like, this is not – we got great sizes going on right now. Like, the sizes during this time of the year are easy to pick up. They're some of the most premium sizes of things that haven't been potted up yet. So it's a great time to shop Mr. Maple, really, for anything.
That's for sure. And then we also have a lot of rare and interesting trees finishing off sizes that are coming on 10 at 10s too coming up. So we've got a lot of awesome trees available, whether it's big sizes of some awesome cultivars or a lot of new varieties coming on that you hadn't seen on Mr. Maple in quite a while.
A lot of people were pretty surprised about Carolina Sweetheart. Then we had Flamethrower. Guys, we're bringing out Hearts of Fire. That's the newest Flamethrower by our friend Ray Jackson. Absolutely newest Redbud by our friend Ray Jackson. Absolutely fire plant. I think you're going to love the colorations on this one. We're going to have some 1 gallons list coming available soon, so be checking that 10 at 10. Those will go quickly, but we do have a big set. We've been trying to just shock and awe with the best plants possible. Whenever Tim and I can, we're growing, obtaining, procuring the best things we possibly can make available on these 10 at 10s. It's 40 trees a week, so it's kind of crazy these days what it takes just to keep Mr. Maple running. I mean, we're putting 40 different trees that were on the website in the previous couple months before that back on the website every single week, guys. It's a crazy endeavor. We've got a great team here now that helps do so many of these things. and kind of keeps it rolling. So, be checking out our future 10s if you want to grab a Hearts of Fire. They're not far off.
Yeah, the Hearts of Fire is just an amazing plant Ray Jackson developed, and it's a deeper red, and
it's different.
It's different, and it's a bright, fiery red to deep red over top of a darker green red, and it is amazing. It's one of the more showy red buds I've ever seen. Guys, coming up really soon to a 10 at 10 here on MrMaple.com. You want to pay attention because we got some really fire plants coming to Mr. Maple, and it's just a fun time. During the summer, we have a lot of the plants we've been working on trying to make available start becoming available when they finally start filling out their pots. And so it's an awesome time to shop. It's an awesome time to get cool plants that you can't get other times of the year. And we're shipping year-round. So we keep shipping year-round here at Mr. Maple. You can get awesome Japanese maples each and every week because we don't stop here at Mr. Maple. Our limited sale keeps going. And that means not only on top of those 40 trees a week, we're listing 13 trees a day on top of that. And then when we drop something here like this XL sale, that's even more trees. Some of these have not been on the website, and they're getting listed right now on Mr. Maple.
All right, guys. Fan favorite, a frequenter of visiting Mr. Maple won the tree. We're giving this tree, drum roll, to Ryan Odell from Alabama. So shout out to Ryan Odell, frequenter of the chat, frequenter of Mr. Maple shopper. Picked completely random. Again, Nigel picks these with a randomizer through the hashtags, and it gives us a number so you can pick that out. Ryan Odell, you are the winner today.
Congratulations, Ryan, on winning this 1 gallon Acer Palmatum CN Kaku. A pretty killer size on this. And guys, we've got those killer sizes right now on that big XL sale. So take advantage of those. This XL sale is going to go until these trees are either potted up or these trees are shipped to Buchholz or sold out. And many of these trees are starting to sell out right now. So take advantage of these cool ones. I've already seen numerous trees sell out on the big XL sale.
All right, guys, appreciate you tuning in today. We'll see you at open house, if not sooner. Remember, we'll be out there having a crazy open house at the end of the month. Make sure to come see us, guys. It's going to be a blowout event. I think you guys are going to be surprised at the quality and the interesting plants that we'll have available there. That's the Mr. Maple Big Summer Open House. It's going to be July 26th, 8 to 12, and July 27th, 8 to 12. We'd love to see you there. If you are shopping with us, you can put a hold on items for pickup at that open house. So that's something we can offer you. So you won't have to pay any shipping. You can just pick up your XLs in person when you're here at open house. Appreciate all you local people who continue to shop with us for nursery pickup. And take care.
God bless.
And have